Welcome back to my YouTube channel. 2025 Mazda RX-9. It's written without headings, visuals, or host labels, and designed to be spoken naturally during your video. The wait is finally over. After years of speculation, renderings, and spy shots, the 2025 Mazda RX-9 has arrived. And it's everything Rotary fans hoped it would be and more. Mazda has brought back the spirit of the RX-7 and RX-8, modernized it for today's performance car scene, and delivered a machine that feels both nostalgic and revolutionary. In a time when most automakers are chasing electrification and turbocharged 4 cylinders, Mazda is doing something bold, giving the rotary engine one more moment in the spotlight. At the heart of the RX-9 is an all-new twin-rotor rotary engine called the 16XR. It's a 1.6-liter engine that's been in development for over a decade. But this isn't just a warmed-over version of the old Wankel. It's a high-tech, turbocharged unit with direct injection, improved apex seals, and a completely redesigned cooling and lubrication system. Thanks to these upgrades, the engine is not only more powerful, it's significantly more reliable and efficient than its predecessors. Mazda has tuned the RX-9's rotary engine to produce 370 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque. And here's the kicker: the engine revs all the way to 9,000 revolutions per minute. It's a true screamer. And with its incredibly compact and lightweight design, it sits low and far back in the chassis. This gives the RX-9 a near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution, enhancing its balance and cornering abilities. 0 to 60 comes in just around 4 seconds flat, and the car will keep pulling well past 170 miles per hour. It's not the most powerful car in its class, but that's not what it's about. The RX-9 is about purity, about the driving experience. It's about revs, responsiveness, and feel. That feeling is amplified by a 6-speed manual gearbox that's standard on all models. The shifter is short and precise, and the clutch is light yet communicative, designed to make you want to row through the gears every chance you get. An 8-speed automatic is available, with paddle shifters and adaptive logic. But let's be real, this is a car built for drivers. The manual is where the magic is. Mazda has taken a page out of its MX-5 Maya-to playbook when it comes to the RX-9's chassis. The car is built on a lightweight version of the Skyactiv platform, with liberal use of aluminium and carbon fiber to keep weight down. The curb weight sits just under 2,900 pounds. Which is remarkable for a modern sports car with all the required safety and tech. Suspension-wise, you've got double wishbones up front and a multi-link setup in the rear. It's a fully independent setup that's tuned for both agility and comfort. In normal driving, the RX-9 feels composed and smooth, soaking up bumps with ease. But switch it into sport or track mode, and everything sharpens up. The dampers stiffen, the steering tightens, and the car feels instantly more alive. Speaking of steering, Mazda's engineers have nailed it. Despite being an electric setup, it delivers excellent feedback. Every subtle change in road texture, every shift in gripper, you feel it all. It gives you confidence, encouraging you to push harder and brake later. Combine that with big Brembo brakes at all 4 corners, and the RX-9 becomes a track day weapon that can still be driven daily. Of course, you can't talk about the RX-9 without mentioning the design. This car is a stunner. It's long, low, and wide, with proportions that scream performance. The hood is aggressively sculpted, the front end features a bold grille flanked by sleek LED headlights, and the whole body is covered in flowing lines that reflect Mazda's Kodo design language at its best. But unlike the RX-8, the RX-9 doesn't try to be quirky. It's muscular, athletic, and purposeful. The rear of the car features twin circular taillights, an obvious nod to the RX-7, and a subtle ducktail integrated into the trunk. Below that, you'll find a diffuser and dual exhaust tips that actually sound great. Mazda has tuned the RX-9's exhaust system to give it a raw, raspy note that builds in intensity as the revs climb. It's not artificial or overly aggressive, it's authentic, mechanical, and instantly recognizable as something unique. Step inside, and the cabin feels just as driver-focused. You're greeted by a cockpit that wraps around you, with deeply bolstered seats, a low seating position, and clean, minimalistic design. Everything is where it should be. The steering wheel is perfectly sized, the shifter falls easily to hand, and the pedals are placed for effortless heel and toe downshifts. Materials are top-notch, with soft touch surfaces, Alcantara inserts, and just enough brushed aluminium to make it feel premium without being flashy. There's a digital instrument cluster, but Mazda has wisely kept a central analog tachometer, a nod to tradition and a must-have in a car that revs to 9,000 RPM. Infotainment is handled by a 10.25-inch display running Mazda's latest software. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with integrated navigation and voice control. The RX-9 also comes with a premium Bose audio system, although let's be honest, you'll probably want to listen to the engine most of the time. There are also a few creature comforts that make this car easy to live with. Dual zone climate control, heated and ventilated seats, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and a 360-degree camera system are all available. Mazda has found a way to offer modern convenience without compromising the raw, analog feel that enthusiasts crave. Now, let's talk practicality. The RX-9 is a true two-seater. There are no rear seats here like in the RX-8, but the cabin feels spacious, and the trunk offers enough room for a weekend getaway or a few bags of groceries. This isn't a daily commuter for everyone, but it's not a stripped-out track toy either. It strikes a smart balance. Fuel economy isn't great, as you might expect from a rotary engine, especially one tuned for performance. Mazda claims around 20 mpg city and 26 mpg highway. But let's be real, if you're buying an RX-9, you're not too worried about mileage. You're here for the experience. One of the most impressive things about the RX-9 is the way it feels cohesive. So many modern sports cars are powerful, but they lack soul. They feel like they were engineered by algorithms, not people. The RX-9 is different. It feels like it was crafted, like every piece was tuned by someone who actually loves driving. The rotary engine might not be the most logical choice in 2025, but it's an emotional one. And that emotion is what defines this car. Pricing starts around $52,000, which puts it right in the mix with cars like the Toyota GR Supra, Nissan Z, and even some base Porsche 718 Caymans. And while those are all great cars in their own right, none of them offer what the RX-9 does: a rotary engine, a sub 3,000 pound curb weight, and a connection to one of the most beloved enthusiast lineages in Japanese automotive history. Mazda has made it clear that this is a passion project. The RX-9 isn't a volume seller. It's not here to dominate sales charts or to chase trends. It's here to make a statement, to remind people that driving can still be joyful, mechanical, and personal. In a world increasingly dominated by electric SUVs and autonomous tech, the RX-9 is a celebration of everything we love about cars. Will it be the last rotary-powered Mazda? Maybe, but if it is, they've gone out on a high note. This car doesn't just revive the rotary legacy, it elevates it. Whether you're a lifelong Mazda fan or someone who's never driven a rotary before, the RX-9 is worth your attention. It's fast, beautiful, and thrilling to drive. It's not the most practical car on the road, but it might just be the most soulful. So if you've been waiting, dreaming, or hoping your car is finally here, the 2025 Mazda RX-9 isn't just a return, it's a revolution. Would you like a shortened version or a visual breakdown script for video editing?